today we have Priyam with us who got recommended in his second attempt. In first attempt, he got screened out. After getting screened out, let's know how he prepared, how he got to know his mistakes, and then got recommended in the next attempt itself. So, first of all, I would like to welcome you, Priyam, and thank you so much for taking your time.
Yes, ma'am. All pleasure is mine, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me for the channel, and ma'am, hope looking forward for the interview.
Thank you. All right, so let's begin, Priyam. First of all, I would like to know what do you
Yes,
think were the drawbacks you got screened out in your first attempt? Because after that you got
ma'am. In
recommended. What do you think now?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in my first attempt, I actually went, ma'am, without preparation and with overconfidence. So that's why, ma'am, I am presenting myself. Even though I have perceived the picture wrong, but I am presenting myself that I have perceived it right, and the group was taking it in wrong direction. So,
All
मतलब
right.
मैम झूठ भी मैं बहुत confidently बोल रहा था. So that's the
Okay.
part where I'm lagging last time.
All
This
right.
time I have improved. I have worked on it, and I have prepared well systematically, made a routine, and
Yes.
know all the outgoings and my weakness, and then go and come with flying colors.
Wonderful. Wonderful. This is amazing. Now, how are you feeling after getting recommended?
Ma'am, the feeling was, ma'am, अभी तो जैसे it have been 3-4 months, so ma'am,
Hmm.
अभी तो it is very normal. So, but at that moment, ma'am, when my chest number was announced, so that was the moment, ma'am, when I feel happy, and that was, ma'am, when I cried and tears come in my eyes, and also in my
Oh.
batchmates who were recommended with me. So, ma'am,
Hmm.
that's a moment everyone wants to live once in a life, and ma'am, that was a wonderful moment I had.
All right. And how was your screening day this in this attempt? How was it?
Ma'am, in the second, the screening was normal around 180 to 200, and ma'am, as I went, ma'am, with full preparation, and I have practiced systematically. So this time, ma'am, I didn't have any issues with the picture, and ma'am, narration was and group discussion was as good as in the first. But in the first SSB, the mistake was that I have perceived the picture wrong, and I am manipulating it in the wrong way very confidently. But this time I have
Right.
perceived it correctly, and I got screening very easily. There is no much issue.
All right. That's amazing. And what about other tests? What about psychology?
Ma'am, my psych was naturally good. So, ma'am, I came to know when I went to the coaching, and there I got feedback that your psych is naturally good. Just stick to it and don't lose your momentum. And
All
because
right.
I used to read a lot, I used to read newspapers, magazines, articles, and as well as books apart from the curriculum that we are studying in 12th class. So, ma'am, I have read a lot of things. So, ultimately, the ideas come to my mind are of
Hmm.
more mature themes, and so
Okay.
I practiced a lot. I didn't practice a lot, but I practiced like 1-2 times in a week the psych stories, VAT and SRT, etc. And my psych was naturally good, so I don't
All
have
right.
to face much issue in that. And
Okay. So
ma'am,
you
I am a
completed
social
all
person.
VAT and SRT?
मैम आई completed all the VATs, but SRT I left 5. मैम due to
Okay.
time उसमें लिखने में थोड़ा टाइम जाता है ना, इसलिए
All
that's why
right.
I have completed 55 only.
All right. And what about your essay? Was it already prepared?
Ma'am, my ST, ma'am, it was prepared, but not totally, ma'am. I have in
Hmm.
my mind that what I have to wrote, but yes, ma'am, better be prepared it before going, because it is a short test that you have to face. So why to
Exactly.
go under prepare while you are knowing that it is coming for surely. So, ma'am, better be prepared, prepare it before the SSB. It would be better.
Yes. So this was the tip you would like to give, right? So be prepared for your
Yes,
essay
ma'am.
beforehand. Okay, amazing.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Yes, ma'am. Means have the highlighting idea what you are going to write,
Yes.
because at that time there are only 15 minutes, and if you are involved in thinking part, then the writing part would suffer. So I would like to advise that you should have an idea what you have to write. Don't cram it from somewhere, or don't copy it from internet or etc. Prepare it, sit down, and
Yes.
then go revising it before the SSB.
Yes. So you believe that while preparing your essay, you just think about yourself, analyze your strengths and weaknesses, and then prepare it. Take time to prepare your essay and write all the things which are true about you, right?
Yes, ma'am. When we first write the SD, that's not always the kind of SSB. We have to write it 3, 4 times, editing
Yes,
some
I
of the
agree.
strengths, some of the weakness. So it would take a particular interval of time to prepare
Yes.
it in the best form that you have to present there. Ma'am, that and presentation is the most important thing in the SSB, because many ones have the OLQs, but somehow they got a screen out or conference out because they are not able to present them in the way that they are. So that's why I would better advise to prepare SD before going to your SSB, and prepare it while taking your time. Don't rush while preparing for the SD.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree. And how was your interview? Was it fun, or
And
you believe that it was the IO was grilling you? How was it? And how long did it go?
ma'am, my interview was one of the shortest in our batch. Ma'am,
Okay.
most of the interviews are 30 to 35 minutes, but my interview only just went for 20 to 25 minutes. And there was no such grilling question. I was best prepared on myself and things related around me. But yeah, 2, 3 questions are interesting. Like he asked me the names of squadrons in NDA from A to alphabetical manner. So ma'am, I
Okay.
recite them because I have matlab ma'am interest है मेरा, so matlab I used
Okay.
to look at them. So I have so then he asked me that if you are given a chance to create your own squadron, what would you name it? So, ma'am, up to S, there are squadron in NDA, Sierra, up to S. So, the next letter is T. So, ma'am, only thing that came my mind was, ma'am, Tango or Tiger. So, I tell him that, sir, I would create a Tango squadron from T. So, he said, from which movie you have taken this? This, ma'am, I have seen the movie Alpha Charlie Tango something. So, I
Tango
have
Tango, yeah.
seen this. Yes, ma'am. So I have seen. So I get memorized the word tango by that movie. So ma'am, I tell him, sir, this that movie, and okay. Then he said, okay. And ma'am, in my second interview, there was not much particular thing that I was grilled on. Just 2, 3 these things, and one question that he took a long, other than the particular questions, was what are the disadvantages of being an elder brother. So ma'am, I
Okay.
continually said that, sir, according to my experience, I don't feel there is any disadvantage of
Mm.
being an elder brother, as being the elder part, we are getting more exposure than the younger one, and we are able to teach him in various ways and guide him. So he continually asked that every coin has two sides and this and that. So I stick to my answer, and I rejected him 5 times, sir, that I don't feel that there are any disadvantages. So after that,
Yes.
he said, "Okay, if there are no disadvantages, your interview is over." So then he sent me, ma'am, just it went for 20 to 25 minutes. So I don't feel that it is type of interview. It is just type of conversation between
Yes.
the interviewing officer and me. So I really
Amazing.
enjoyed the interview.
Okay, great. And what about your GTO part? How was it? And which activity of your GTO you liked the most, you enjoyed the most? Any memorable experience from your GTO time?
Ma'am, I can't prioritize because, but the activity before telling the GTO, I like to say that every activity in GTO is interesting. It is one of the tasks
Indeed.
that everyone should enjoy, and as it is a ground task, so the activity which every candidate, even I say the worst candidate or the weakest candidate in the group, enjoys the activity that is called obstacle race, because there
Yes.
you are not there we are not being assessed as, and we don't have a pressure to perform individually or some knowledge part, etc. We just are left with a snake, and we have to just, like in childhood we used to do with our friends, the race. So we just have to cross the things with our friends, and we have also ma'am ek nara hota hai, and that was also very interesting
What
for
was
our
your
group.
slogan in
So
JOR?
मैम आवर स्लोगन वॉज 2.5 किलो का हाथ है, जीत हमारे साथ है। एंड मैम
Okay.
इवन इवन दूसरे ग्रुप वाले भी मैम हमारा ही स्लोगन डिसाइड करने लगे, 2.5 किलो का हाथ है, वो लास्ट वाले बोल रहे जीत हमारे साथ है, मतलब लास्ट तक आते आते दूसरे ग्रुप वाले भी लास्ट के 2-3 मैम, बिकॉज आवर फ्रेंड्स, लाइक आई टोल्ड मैम, मतलब अभय हैज ऑल्सो टोल्ड दैट दिस
Yes.
इज द हिस्टोरिक बैच इन एसएसबी। उनके ग्रुप में वो 6 थे, एंड इन अवर
Yes.
एसएसबी मैम all of our friends totally got screened in. So ma'am, we have a group of 12 to 15 friends inside the SSB, and
Okay.
so they are dispersed in separate groups. But in group obstacle race, obviously there are 4 teams performing together. So that's why जो हमारे फ्रेंड्स थे दूसरे ग्रुप में, वो भी हमारे साथ हमारा ही बोल रहे अपने ग्रुप का छोड़ के।
Okay.
दिस इज द थिंग मैम।
That's
and ma'am, and in also group discussion ma'am, matlab up to the day of GTO ma'am, we have a
mm,
good bonding with the group, the 7-8 members we have in
yes.
with our group. So in the group discussion we have a topic like what you ma'am, I can't remember the topic particularly, but it is something what is the most important aspect in an individual, that is parents support for a better future, parents support
Yes.
individual's personality and skills.
Mm-hmm.
So ma'am, everyone was speaking on parent support, etc., etc., and ma'am, I was speaking because everyone, this is not that I can't speak on parent support, but everyone has given ample amount of points that I am out of my points. So I think that I should not take the lead of parent support. So I took the lead of individual's personality.
All
And
right.
ma'am, I recite an example of Carrie Minati, etc. So ma'am, all started laughing. Even the GTO sir is smiling, looking at us. So ma'am, last 2-3 minutes we are just भाई की मतलब घंटी बजा दो सर, नहीं अब मतलब हो चुका, बस जितना था, अब हंसते हंसते रह जाएंगे हम। फिर मैम सर ने भी वो समझा हमको, फिर घंटी ओके जेंटलमैन नाउ द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, ये वो। तो ग्रुप डिस्कशन में ऐसा हो गया था मैम। And other things are ma'am very enjoying, like individual obstacle,
Mm,
progressive group task, obviously half group task, command task. And ma'am, in PGT ma'am, some are the vichittar pranis
Vichitra
that
plan.
use. Yes ma'am, because there are basic ideas to get through. Either you have to make using a plank, or make a support and make effort, etc. But some are using
Mm,
their own ideas which are beyond human intelligence. So they used to pull a rope and make a target Tarzan swing, and ma'am, they literally perform them in front of the GTO. Like between there are two poles, on
mm,
one on which one person is standing, and one is 5 feet apart. So
okay.
ma'am, it has projections, etc. और मैम उसमें मतलब आइडिया लग सकता था कुछ प्लैंक वगैरह, etc. like this. So he
Mm,
said that we have to make मतलब लूप बनाना है, and we have to
mm,
crawl, monkey crawl between these two poles. मैम वो monkey crawl
okay.
कर रहा, then he slipped the ground and वो जमीन पे गिर गया था। तो मैम काफी अच्छे अच्छे लोग आ रखे थे एसएसबी में, and that was really enjoying.
Yes, yes, yes. एसएसबी तो ऐसे भी मतलब एकदम 5 दिन बहुत मजा आता है ना। 5 दिन gives you
Yes ma'am.
memories which you will mesmerize throughout your life.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, that's why, ma'am, after recommendation, I went to give the technical entry. Ma'am, I just went
Okay.
there because because in the second attempt I got recommended, but there is before the recommendation in the 5 days I certainly have some kind of good pressure that I have to perform, etc., etc. But I don't
Hmm.
have that mindset that I have to chill all this, chill the way throughout the SSB, etc. So to enjoy and to live the process of SSB fully, I just went for the technical entry to get conference out, because ma'am, I know, because I am not, without preparation I go there just to make friends and just to live the process of SSB. And
Hmm.
I have experienced a screen out to conference out to recommended, and I have lived the process of SSB to the fullest. So I don't
Right.
have any regret before going to the forces, etc., that I didn't enjoy the SSB, etc.
Hmm.
I completely lived and completely enjoyed the process, and it was very interesting and very enjoying.
I must agree to you. All right.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
apart from that, how is your conference?
Ma'am, in my conference, in our AFSB, the conference was not very long for everyone. Even those who are doubtful cases, they are just have to wait outside for long intervals. But their inner conference went for 1.5 minutes. So mine conference was only for 15 seconds, and they just asked
Hmm.
me one question while I said that what is your backup if you are somehow don't make it to the forces this time. They don't ask it simply, they ask indirectly that after going from here which college are you joining. So,
Right.
ma'am, I am prepared for this. I even my GTO sir and my interviewing officer have asked this question me, and this is the thrice time that I am being exposed to this question. So, ma'am, I just gave him the answer that I gave to the IO and the GTO. So they all, ma'am, seem satisfied with my answer, and they, okay,
Hmm.
Priyam, good luck for the results, and then ma'am, I went outside.
All right. Amazing. So, anything else you would like to share with us?
Ma'am, anything, the thing that, ma'am, in my third SSB, ma'am, as I said that after getting recommended, I don't have any pressure, so I just go there to enjoy, etc. So, ma'am, someone has told me that in the army SSB, where the candidate sit, ma'am, उसके पीछे उसका result होता है. तो
Okay.
कॉन्फ्रेंस में मैं घुसा तो घुसते ही मैं उस साइड देख, मैं मतलब ऐसे नहीं कि बट उनको दिख जाऊं कि उस साइड देख रहा हूँ,
Hmm.
बट आई सी देयर, और वहां पे मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि मतलब ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. बस एक कैंडिडेट की फोटो होती है और नीचे कुछ रेड वर्ड्स में लिखा होता है, मैं वो नहीं देखा. अब बट ये है कि रेड वर्ड्स में देखती मुझे पता था कि भाई कॉन्फ्रेंस आउट है, अब कुछ नहीं हो सकता. एंड देन
Okay.
मैम वो कॉन्फ्रेंस में मैं वो रेड रेड देखती मैं हंसने लग गया. तो जीटीओ सर बोले कि जीटीओ नहीं, वो जो प्रेसिडेंट था वो बोला कि
Hmm.
व्हाई आर यू स्माइलिंग, मतलब डू यू नो द रिजल्ट्स. मैं बोला यस सर आई नो, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम स्माइलिंग. फिर मैं वो भी
Hmm.
हंसने लग गए ये कि भाई चलो ये तो पता ही है इसको. एंड मैम सेकेंड आफ्टर ये इन द टीएस एसएसबी मैम देर आर मतलब वो देर इज अ डॉग मैम. बिफोर द डीएसओ सर केम फॉर द इंस्ट्रक्शन मैम, our group has a rule that we have, and his name was Lieutenant Tommy. So our
Okay.
group has a rule that we have to go to him, and before the DSO,
Hmm.
मैम हम उसके पास 4-5 बजे पहुंच जाते थे सुबह, जब सब सो रहे होते थे, क्योंकि 4 बजे चाय आती थी, वो पी के सब सो जाते थे. तो हम उसके पास पहुंच जाते थे, उसको सल्यूट करके आते थे, फिर सोते थे. मतलब एक हमारा रिचुअल सा था एक ग्रुप का कि कि
Okay.
मतलब डीएसओ सर से पहले लेफ्टिनेंट टोमी हु इज गार्डिंग द एसएसबी, ये वो, तो उसको सल्यूट करके आना है. तो
Okay.
लेफ्टिनेंट टोमी मैम एक हमारे ग्रुप का एक वो अटूट हिस्सा बन चुका था लास्ट तक.
कितना पंचिंग.
ये यस.
तो लेफ्टिनेंट बनने के बाद लेफ्टिनेंट टॉमी को भी पार्टी दोगे हाँ?
ये यस मैम.
अच्छा. All right.
यस मैम.
So, Priyam, final words from your side to the aspirants watching you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the final words I would like to say that, I know, ma'am, that I have to join the defense, and I have started preparation from 8th class I started researching on it, and ma'am I had put everything on this. Means I know that I'm not a study brat, or I'm not only be pro at the sports. I am an all rounder and balanced at the things. So ma'am I know that this is the best field and I have to put everything, and ma'am I have literally put everything on this. So make your goal and be determined to achieve it, and don't stop until you achieve it. And the main thing that ma'am OLQs are apart from the OLQs, you should have to be build a good routine for the day to be productive, not only for your preparation in exams or some SSBs, but for the be productive in life. You need to have a good routine. So ma'am, I just like to say that have a good routine and never take botheration or tension from anyone, and just chill through the
Mhm.
process, and it's going to be all good at the end. Thank you.
Amazing. I agree to you. When you are determined, when your routine is good, sooner or later you achieve what you deserve and what you wish for. So
Yes, ma'am.
I wish you
Yes,
all
ma'am.
the best for your training, Priyam. May you get all the strength to
Thank you,
do
ma'am.
your tasks wonderfully.
Thank you, ma'am.